Welcome back to Trending on Shaw. Yes, Chef Jen has brought some more uncommon common foods. What do you have for us now? Because that looks like an elephant.
This looks like, you said onion just a second ago.
Yeah, I did,
Phoenix
actually,
thought it
didn't
was an onion.
And you told him the answer, so now he changes his guess.
I did, yeah, he changed it.
So before the duck fat, we're going to jump on this big hunk of...
This clove, this papery, husky looking thing.
Why it's got so much?
It's actually called elephant garlic.
Okay. Oh, look, there's something in there.
There's actually a whole huge clove in there. Compare that to your regular garlic clove.
Okay, so
Does it taste like garlic?
It does. It does taste like garlic.
garlic.
It's a little mellower. It's a little sweeter. It has a higher water content, but it's mellower. So for those of you people who don't like heavy garlic, this is a milder version.
And it looks like it'll be easier to chop as well,
You know,
instead of those tiny little
For those who
cloves that
don't
you
like
try
messing around with the little garlic cloves, it certainly doesn't have the same robust flavor as garlic. And believe it or not,
Can I
it's
bite into it?
actually, you could, but we're on live TV,
Okay, you're
Phoenix,
right,
if
yeah.
you don't like it. But it's actually a member of the leek and onion family. It's sort of an expanded bulb of a leek and onion. So it's closer to leek and onion as a cousin than it is to actual garlic itself.
And would you just use it in anywhere you would use garlic?
You could use it just about anywhere. I would use it in your vegetables, your roasted things. You could keep it that same size. You could crush it. You could chop it down. I like to roast it, a little bit of oil, roast it till it's brown and caramely and save it as a spread. Use it in part of your sauces. You could just about use it anywhere where you would use regular garlic. It's just not as strong and robust.
are there, if you go deeper into a garlic, is it more potent?
No, well, not this one in particular. This one's just a higher water content, a little bit sweeter. But you know what I thought is neat about garlic is that you could actually plant this garlic as is, and it would grow more garlic.
Can we grow that in Calgary?
You can.
Oh.
Is it a long enough season?
You know what? Yeah. Actually, if you plant it, the neat thing about garlic and elephant garlic is that you can plant it in spring or autumn. You would want to plant it in autumn because if you plant it in spring, we won't have enough time to see what it can do. But they have the most amazing flowers, those neat alumums, alumums, I never say it right. Kind of that Dr. Seuss sort of looking purple flower. Yeah, they're really neat.
And you can find these where?
You can find this almost anywhere. I found this at the Italian market, but
I've
I
never
also
seen
found
this
it
thing.
at a regular grocery store. I
No,
know.
you didn't.
I did too. Yeah.
Because I always find
Your
the
local
small little
grocery
teensy
store.
weensy guys.
Every now and then they have this. Now, keep in mind, this is a $2 to $3 head of garlic, whereas a normal little head of garlic is around 27 cents. So you really have to want this. But this is really neat. You know, it's a little less work. If you're a food processor kind of person, you could huck a couple cloves in there and press go. Keep it in the fridge for a little while.
So this is the equivalent, if I grab one of these bulbs, this is equivalent to how many small little guys?
Oh gosh, probably about
4?
10.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's no joke.
So if you're going to buy it, just maybe grab one of these cloves, not the whole bunch.
You can get the whole thing for $2 or $3. Take it home. The kids will love it. It's exciting. It's neat to look at.
You can use it as a play
you
toy.
can forget about it in your pantry and come back and it will have sprouted and grown something.
Oh,
This is fun in so many ways.
Okay, you have got us fascinated with this jar of
Duck fat.
duck
so
fat.
Chefs love this.
Duck fat.
This is the liquid gold
This
for
is the
chefs.
secret.
This is a secret thing, no doubt. This is a secret. Duck fat is super, super special. It's lower in saturated fat than butter. As you know, it's been around for a very long time. Do you guys remember maybe your grandma or your parents? You know, when people used to save the fat on a tin on the back of the stove or something like that. Yeah. So duck fat's interesting in that you can reuse it. So if you were using it to say fry or confit something, you could actually strain that fat and save it.
What did you say? What?
Confit. It's a cooking technique.
Did you know
It's a
that?
cooking method.
No, what is it?
What's
That's
confit?
another show. Well, it's poaching something in a complete oil. So it could be an olive oil, it could be duck fat, yeah. So that's a whole
Sounds
nother
dangerous,
segment. I'm going to tell you about that another time.
Are we concerned about the fat content in this?
For sure, it's all fat. It's delicious, delicious fat.
Let's just lay our cards on the table.
This has a
Full fat.
This is no joke. This is not for the faint of heart. But it has a silky mouthfeel and earthiness to it. It's extremely special. It has a high smoke point. You can deep fat fry in it. You can use it to fry your vegetables. Pastry chefs love this for a lot of their savory pastries. You know, places where you would normally use lard or something, you could switch it out for duck fat. It'll last in your fridge up to 6 months, and you can pop it into the freezer
But
as well.
this might be a special occasion type.
This is a special
Yeah.
occasion. You know, chefs love it. We use it whenever we can. But, you know, if you have this at home, you know, if you're only using a tablespoon or two for frying vegetables, or maybe you toss some potatoes in it and roast them like that, you're not going to go through that much. And because it keeps so well in the freezer, you can hang on to it for a really long time.
So it's replacing lard
Yeah,
in your house.
lard
Well,
or
it
an
doesn't
oil.
replace your butter.
Nope. It doesn't, but you know what? You could melt it on popcorn. You could use it to make popcorn.
On popcorn, really?
Oh, yeah. Savory earthiness, you betcha.
There's not a sweetness to it, is there?
No, no sweetness, no.
A savory earthiness.
Yeah, a silky
Listen to
savory
your words.
earthiness.
I
It's
like
duck
that.
fat. It's very,
Okay,
very
I've got to
solid.
try this.
that,
You
yeah.
have to. Next time we'll fry the panettone in the duck fat.
I love
Or
it.
we'll confit the garlic
Yes.
in the
It
duck
doesn't
fat.
sound good.
Yes, yes.
These are things
Oh,
you do, yeah, with good stuff.
These are things you do.
Next time we'll show my fridge.
They are uncommon, common foods. By the way, you can find Miss Chef Jen at Chef Jen Calgary. If you have a question about an uncommon food that you may have seen and you need it answered, this is the girl to do it. Thanks
Yeah.
again.
You're welcome. Thanks
Great
for
to see
having
you.
me.
Can I have a jacket next time?
Maybe. I'll get a bigger one for you.
Thanks. Still to come, children's birthday miracles. First, here's what's happening in and around Calgary. It's trending on Shaw.